Let's talk about hypertrophy or muscle growth and what is likely causing it. There are three proposed mechanisms: muscle damage, metabolic stress, and mechanical tension. There's good evidence that all three of these mechanisms are causing hypertrophy to some degree, but the big debate is around which is most important. First up, how could muscle damage be helpful? It's possible that muscle damage may have a direct growth response by causing an overcompensation of healing. When our body's repairing damage, maybe it just creates more muscle tissue than we had before. There may be an indirect growth response by damage causing an increase in satellite cell density within our muscles. That's going to then lead to more growth over time. Next, we have the pump. Directly, it's possible that metabolite buildup in our muscles is causing some sort of a hypertrophic response. It's possible that whenever we're doing a set of like 12 or 15, that burning sensation that you're feeling in the pump, that it's creating waste products from used energy. And our body is sensing that and saying, something's happening here. Let's build more muscle so that this is easier next time. Metabolic stress or the pump may be causing growth indirectly through something called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, which is really just the accumulation of fluid within our muscles. It's like swelling. In the short term, it might not seem like something that we really want, but it's possible that long term, simply by expanding the volume of a muscle fiber, even though it's fluid, that extra empty space may be making room for future functional tissue to be deposited more easily. And finally, mechanical tension. How could this be making us better? Directly, whenever we lift weights, our body performs something called mechanotransduction, and that is a conversion of a mechanical signal like weight into a chemical signal that can directly stimulate muscle growth. Indirectly, we can get some pretty cool long-term functional and neural adaptations. When we lift heavy weights, we get stronger. If we're stronger, we can do hypertrophy work with heavier weight. And then we're playing this like seesaw teeter-totter game of build more muscle, make it stronger. Build more muscle, make it stronger. So all three of these probably play some important role in muscle growth, but what combination is going to be most effective? I personally think that mechanical tension and the pump or metabolic stress are the two things to focus on. And my strategy for myself, for my clients, is to find a way to combine these two things in a way that keeps you progressing while keeping soreness low. If you find yourself stuck right now, you've plateaued and you don't really know what to do moving forward, and you're currently focused on only soreness and only the pump, but you're not doing any heavy training, you never do sets of 2, 4, or 6, you're only working in that like 8 to 15 rep range, try this approach. Lift heavier weight, focus a little bit less on the pump, and try to avoid soreness altogether.